let's move on to the second phase of our setup. The second phase of our setup is to download and install Visual Studio Code. So Visual Studio Code, there's a link right here. If it's difficult for you, just go to Google, and in Google just type Visual Studio Code download and hit enter. So Visual Studio Code download, you'll be brought to Visual Studio Code page like this. You click here to download and you realize that it is on code.visualstudio.com download. Just click on this link and you'll be taken to the right place to download Visual Studio Code. And over here, since we are working with Windows, just focus on the Windows and you click here to download for Windows. So you click here to download Visual Studio Code, and Visual Studio Code will download on your computer right here like this. So the download has started and it's almost done. So once this download finishes, we will go ahead and install it. I already have Visual Studio Code installed on my PC, but I'm just doing this for you to see the process. So just click here and select show in folder. It will take you to the folder where the download was done. And once you see this file here, double click on it and just continue with the process. So once you open, you are going to see this dialog box, and over here it says license agreement. Make sure you accept it and select next, and make sure you have a desktop icon, and I think we are okay. So just click next. Let me minimize all these windows and then click install. Remember, I already have Visual Studio Code, so I'm not going to install. If you don't, just click install and the installation will take place and you will have it. So let me cancel this because I already have it. All right, so the final stage of our installation is to do this configuration. We are going to configure Visual Studio Code for C++. All right, so let's get right into that. Okay friends, now that we have Visual Studio Code successfully installed, we will go ahead and perform the last part of our setup. So we are going to configure Visual Studio Code for C++, and to do that we need to install some extensions. The extension we are going to install is called Code Runner. After that, we will be installing a C++ debugging and we will almost be done. So let's open to Visual Studio Code. You can access Visual Studio Code on your start menu. Just type Visual Studio Code and you'll see it right here, Visual Studio Code. Click on it and it is going to open. Alright, so this is a user interface of Visual Studio Code, and we want to go ahead and install some extensions. And so to install the extension, come right here and click on this command button right here that says extensions. So just click on it and the extensions panel will open, and what you have to do is to type in the extension we want. It's called Code Runner. So just type Code Runner right here, hit enter, and Code Runner will open. So you see Code Runner right here, and when you come in here you are going to see install. I have already installed it, so I can choose to uninstall or disable, but if I do that I can't use it, so I'm not going to do that. So for yours, you are going to see install. Just click on the install button and you'll be good to go. It looks like this. So for example, when you click here, you see install right here, but this is what we are looking for. Remember, Code Runner.run, this is what we are looking for. You come here and click install. After that installation, you move on to the next thing to do, and you look for the debugging tool. So to get a debugging tool, type C/C++ and hit enter, and this is it right here. It's called C/C++ IntelliSense Debugging. Just click on it and you will see it right here, C/C++ IntelliSense debugging and code browsing. So just click install. For yours, you are going to see install. Remember, I have already installed it, so I don't have to install again. Just click install and the installation will be done. Now, after these installations, when we start writing code in C++, it is going to show our code in output. It is going to show the result of our code in output, but we really want to see it in terminal so that we'll be able to make inputs and interact with our program. So we are going to activate the terminal for CodeRunner. So to do that, just go to File and click on Preferences and look for Settings. Once you find Settings, you are going to type something here. Just type let me zoom in a little. Type run in terminal. Just type run in terminal and scroll down till you see this right here. You will see CodeRunner run in terminal. So all you have to do is to check this box right here. Yours will not be checked. Make sure you check it and you are done with all the setup for today. All you have to do is to check this box and you are done. Once you check this box, close your settings, close your extensions, and close Visual Studio Code, and we are done with activating CodeRunner in terminal. We are done with everything. So to finish up, let's just write a simple program in C++ and test whatever we have done. So let's look for Visual Studio Code. I have it on my desktop, so you can just open it on your desktop, Visual Studio Code, and it is going to open. Alright, so to do that, let's just click on New File. Click on New File, and it says Select Language. It says select a language, so click on Select a Language, and of course we know which language we are going to use. It's C++. Click on C++, and let's save our file. Remember to save, so go to File and Save, and make sure you save all your C++ projects somewhere. I'm going to save this as demo2. Remember, we created a demo file before in our previous tutorial, so I'm creating demo2.cpp. remember the file extension .cpp. so you give it a name and add .cpp. you click save, and our program is saved. Now we are ready to write our code. I'm going to write a simple program that will ask the user of his name and other information, and we'll see the results in our terminal. So let's get started. Include IOStream. Using namespace std. Let's declare some, or let's start our int main. Over here we'll just declare our string variable, ask for first name, comma, last name. Let's declare an int variable here for your age, and let's call a cout and ask a question: what is your name? Or let's change this. Let's have something like enter your first name, leave a space here and break the line, and let's put this in the variable cin. Let's put this in a variable called first name. So we are taking an input from the user and we are storing it in this variable that we declared here, first name. Let's go ahead and create another cout and tell them to enter your last name. And remember to end your line with this. And let's see in again into a variable called last name. Then we need another cout for how old are you this year. So remember to end your line like this, and let's put this in our your age variable. And now we are ready to show something. After we collect all this information, we will print another cout and say that welcome first name, welcome first name, last name, welcome first name, last name, you are your age, years old this year. You will enter NL to end our line, and finally we will write our return 0, and we are done with our simple program. So let's save this and test it. Go to file and save. Demo 2 is ready. Let's test it. If there are errors, we'll fix them. So to test your code, you come here and click on run from here. Run your code or enter the keyboard shortcut Ctrl-Alt-N. You can use any of them. So click here to run code. If everything is right, we are supposed to see results in our terminal. Remember this is our terminal, and there is a problem with your age. Let's see what happened with your age. Oh, I see it. So remember, in programming you need to make sure you make no mistakes. So over here, cin, I was supposed to bring this here. I made a mistake, sorry. All right, let's save it. And you know what, let me come here and clear screen by typing cls enter to clear my terminal, and then I'll run it again. So we come up here, click on run, and let's see what we have right here. So bingo, our program is ready. It says enter your first name. My first name is Darlington. Enter your last name, sir. My last name is Fadams. How old are you this? So let me enter something like 57. Hit enter, and it says welcome Darlington Fadams, you are 57 years old this year. All right people, our program is working. Our installation, our setup was done successfully. We've been able to install all the tools we need to be able to program in C++. So in our next tutorial, we are going to start with real coding, and we are going to build real C++ applications. Thank you for joining me in this tutorial, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.